My life didn't change because everything got perfect. It changed because I stopped abandoning myself to make other people comfortable. My life didn't change because everything got perfect. It changed because I stopped abandoning myself to make other people comfortable. I stopped letting people walk all over me. I stopped being a people pleaser. There's a certain level of support, a certain level of respect, a certain level of decency that is required to be around me. I've learned what it takes for me to stay grounded and to keep my peace. I'm not forcing a relationship, I'm not forcing a friendship, and I'm damn sure not going to just accept anything from just anybody. A lot of times, people will come around you, try to come into your life thinking that they run the show. This is my bubble. This is my world. You're just a character in it. You're not about to come over here trying to humble me. You're not about to come over here trying to make me feel bad about myself just because you feel insecure. And you shouldn't do that either. Women are taught to put people above them. We're taught to put ourselves on the back burner, and really that just hurts us along the way. No is a complete sentence. There comes a point in time too where you have to get real about what fuels you and what drains you. Girl, you don't have to do anything you want to do. Everybody doesn't have the capacity to be around somebody that's growing, and that's okay. In today's video, I really want to get rid of the myth thinking that everything has to be perfect for your life to change. Really, it's a lot of the intangibles, those decisions that you make that's really going to help you elevate, help you head into the direction of the person that you really want to become. Now more than ever, I really just sit there and I write down, like, I want to feel good. I want to feel healed. I want to feel very rejuvenated. I've been in therapy for 3 years. I have learned so much about myself. We've unpacked a lot, and we're still unpacking. Speaking to a professional, learning about myself, learning what triggers me, what drives me, and just learning about the human mind in general. Choosing myself meant that I had to be honest about what I could and couldn't tolerate anymore. Boundaries can be such a heavy topic, especially when you're establishing them with other people. But when you establish a boundary, you don't need to explain yourself. I came from a household that you always had to explain, over-explain, well, why, but why, but why? Like, it was never, nothing was ever good enough. I had friendships, I've been in relationships where it's always why? Nobody respects what you say. You don't owe nobody an explanation. Choosing myself also meant that I was no longer going to shrink myself just to be around certain people. I remember there was this guy that I was dating, stepping into my career, getting a higher paying job, about to move into the high rise. I had noticed that there were like those little one-up comments and like little girling me type of things. If you feel threatened or jealous about the way that I am or what I have worked hard for, that is an internal assignment that you need to complete. I'm the only person that's suffering by shrinking myself. Why am I trying to make somebody else comfortable? Like, why would I do that? Why would I do that? And in reality, if that person really cared about me, was really genuine with our friendship, our relationship, whatever, they wouldn't want me to do that. They wouldn't have to constantly challenge me just because I may not look like what I've been through. I cannot control your emotions. I'm not here to babysit a grown adult. That is on you. Trying to shrink myself just to make you feel better, I was never supposed to do that. And I had to correct it. And I did. What you tolerate teaches other people how they can treat you. When you start tolerating a lot less, don't be surprised when the people that's currently in your life that are okay with you shrinking yourself, putting yourself on the back burner, they know that you try to make them comfortable. Don't be surprised when they start acting funny, start making little comments, start trying to one-up you. Just go ahead and get rid of them. And truthfully, I had to take responsibility for what I was allowing. It's not your fault for your trauma. It's not your fault for what's happened to you. But it is your responsibility to figure out how you're going to resolve that trauma and move forward. Truthfully, the people around you shape your nervous system. It's important that you understand that your body keeps the score. If you realize that you're feeling very anxious around people, you constantly feel like you're in a fight or flight mode, you don't feel good around them, that is an indicator that you should not be around them. And I think for a while, I would have a lot of these various emotions, but I just figured it was kind of my fault. Like, okay, yeah, I am depressed, I have anxiety, and I thought that was just it. But I didn't understand that there are external factors that are also influencing these things that I'm feeling. You deserve people that support you. You deserve people that want to invest their time into you. You deserve people that actually care about you. If you ask somebody not to do something, they're not going to do it. You want to be around people that actually love you. I think it took me a while to really differentiate people's behaviors. Something I've learned a lot about in therapy. Sometimes we might think that, oh, this person, they support me, they answer the phone when I call, and that's just it, but it's a whole lot of other things. I'll give you a great example. When I was in grad school, there was a friend that I had, and I was going through a heartbreak. I remember asking her a couple times to not send me certain things about this person. She would typically do that. She still would. She would send me stuff from their friends' pages. Why are you following their friends? No idea. She would show me them and other girls' likes. And every time, like when I saw their name on my phone, or if they would text me, my heart would drop. I was just expecting something bad because, like, majority of the time, it always was. Mind you, I was really going through it. Like, mentally, I was not okay. I was trying to finish school. I was going through just a lot of things at the time. For a little bit, I felt like because, they had been there for me for some things, that they were my friend. But realistically, if you know that I'm going through a heartbreak, you know that I'm going through something, very traumatic, and I'm really trying to get over it, and you're sending me things about them with their friends just because they have stuff up with them, that's weird, and you're lame. Once I realized that, I was like, she's not a good friend. My body was keeping score. I always felt anxious. I just felt like something was going to happen. They were going to send me something whenever they were texting me. It was something negative. But that's what I mean. People that really love and care about you aren't going to do no crazy stuff like that. They're always going to have your best interest at heart. And part of choosing yourself is accepting the fact that some people don't have the capacity, or they just don't know how to show up in the way that you need. But it's also not your responsibility to continuously teach somebody how to show up for you. I stopped expecting people to give me what they were never capable of in the first place. It's not a fitness class. Why am I coaching you how to support me? You know what I mean? At that rate, just get rid of them. On to the next. And if I did tell you how to support me and you still don't do it, you're choosing not to. In my career, choosing myself meant staying consistent. I literally applied to a company for 4 to 5 years, and then I got the job that doubled my pay. It took longer than expected, but I'm very persistent with what I want. Why would I accept inconsistency from somebody else? I'm not inconsistent with the things that I want. In relationships, it also meant not forcing it. You want to show up for me? You want to bail on me in my most important moments? You want to act like one monkey's going to stop the show? Baby, it's not that. It's so funny because when they meet women who are highly ambitious, who are confident, who are actually living the life that they say, living the life that they rap about, a lot of the things that I talk about, I do. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to go do it. Even if I might have said something I was going to do 5 years ago, I'm doing it right now. I was never to be played with, ever. Ever. Choosing myself resulted in less anxiety, a lot more clarity, the amount of discipline I've built. I've become even more consistent. I've discovered new hobbies. I make better decisions. I'm not forcing myself to be around people. I'm not forcing conversations. I'm not forcing somebody to like me. That should be your motivation. Don't let somebody that's probably watching your account from a website on a fake account see you sweat or see you get on there crying and be like, oh, my life is so horrible and they treated me horribly and I just never did what I wanted to do and it's all their fault. Girl, I have always been a person, I'm going to do this with or without you. The things that's changed since then is that I stopped making people feel so comfortable walking all over me, feeling like they could do whatever they want, putting myself on the back burner just to make somebody feel good. I stopped dimming myself. Like, why the hell would I do that? Think about it. People that love and care about you ain't gonna be on no hater stuff. For real. You should make your haters sick. When I chose myself, my life went up. Respectfully, my life went up. I refuse to let somebody that's watching from a fake page to feel like I'm not her. Girl, please. I will cry in the lifestyle that I created. But yeah, once I chose myself, my life became quieter. My mind became quieter. I started trusting myself more. My intuition, my discernment, oof, things that I pray for. Who do I want to be? What type of woman do I want to be? With that being said, I realize peace comes from alignment, not approval. If you're entering a season where you feel like you're outgrowing people, you're outgrowing your space, I really encourage you to lean into that. And the people around you matter more than you think. This is a space for women learning how to honor themselves again. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you feel about this video. Let me know any steps that you're going to take. And also just give me any feedback. I love you. See you in the next one.